Hi all, it's Piotr. It's time for my favorite period in Spider-Man life, Epic Collection. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection. They call it Lifetheft. Is volume number 26. Why is it so important? Because it gives us the truth about parents of Peter Parker that came back. It contains Amazing Spider-Man 381 to 393, Annual 28, Spider-Man 45, Spectacular Spider-Man 111, Web of Spider-Man 112, and Amazing Spider-Man Ashcan Edition. I really love this period, even if they call it just Lifetheft. Inside you have three very important storylines: Lifetheft Pursuit Shrieking. Those storylines created, in my opinion, adult Peter Parker that became the Spider just before the Clone Saga. Let's take a look inside. What we have here. Again, what it collects. Who created what. There is additionally story about Cleistus Cassidy, Carnage. I will show you it. I don't know why, but I like this story about Hulk, Doc Samson. I really like how Peter Parker and MJ are created in that period. It's just typical family. I really hope that one day Marvel will bring the marriage together. Beautiful art. Aunt May looking for detectives informations. Then we have the jury that is hunting Spider-Man for his crimes. So again, cool story. And they got him. He's almost unmasked. Then he starts to remember what exactly he did, how he bring Venom, how Carnage was created. In the background, of course, parents of Peter Parker, they are still there. And Mary Jane is smoking. But she decides to stop after visiting this guy. Here we have this annual that gives us additional story about Carnage. He was captured after maximum carnage, but he's getting out. Thanks to this guy, he's captured again. Here we have how is the possibility to defeat Carnage. Of course, you need to hit Cleistus Cassidy. Then we have a story about Cloak and Dagger. And this is my favorite short story. Rhino, his mother and niece. Sometimes short stories are very, very good. His mother is yelling at him. Sad story, but fun, I might say so. Sketches, new costume for Vulture. And then we begin the grand finale, the beginning of Lifetheft. As you know, Vulture was dying for cancer, so he escapes, wanting again vengeance on Spider-Man that didn't let him die. Then is there a scientist that create machine that can bring back Yod, we can say that. But it only works for some time. And Vulture is able to take the Yod from Spider-Man, as you can see on the cover. And Vulture have a new costume. And there is a mystery associated with him. Then we know it is Chameleon. And Peter tells his parents that he is Spider-Man. And then it starts. Peter had to die as they are moving with the plan. I love this cover. At the moment when Peter's secret identity is supposed to be told by creations of Chameleon, because they are synthetic life created by technology that allows him to change his face, as you can see here. But mother of Peter Parker, the false mother of course, is trying to rebel against the programming in her. And she's even hoping to defeat her husband. And then Vulture is taking life of his mother. And that is the beginning, Hollow Eyes, Vulture, the death of mother. And Peter promised that he will hunt down the person that put together Chameleon and Vulture. Then we have a short story about Venom. And Cardiac and Chance. I like Chance. It's old classic villain. And then we start the pursuit to hunt down Chameleon. So Peter will learn how and send him. And it all brings memories. And when Peter goes to Kravinov Estate, as exactly there is Chameleon, he's starting to lose his mind. The same goes for Chameleon, as he says that Peter is not himself, no jokes, just fight. He realizes at the end that he's nothing. As you can see here, no face. Peter defeats him and he goes to the computer, and what he finds? Spider-Man for your eyes only. And what a shock. Behind return of his parents is no other than Harry Osborn, Green Goblin. As Peter put his name all this video, and Peter is broken. And that is not all. Then we have Shrieking. Peter visits the Osborn estate. He's very pissed off. We have Carrion and we have Mary Jane smoking again, or thinking she will smoke, but no, she rejects. Shrieking is thinking that Carrion is her son in some way, and Peter is going to go clean the city. He's trying to with Dr. Kafka, but Dr. Kafka is out of commission for now. And the health of Aunt May is not so good. Peter is losing his mind, really. He's starting to become the spider more than Spider-Man. And you see Aunt May's heart is a little bit fragile state. And Shriek unleashed the Carrion again. And shocker of the year, Aunt May lie in the kitchen, found by Mary Jane. It's really, for me, emotional story. I really love to get back to it, even I have it in single issues. And now Peter comes back to his apartment and sees the news about Aunt May. He goes to hospital. He's really, really angry. And it starts here. The spider. No words. Shrieks know that she's in deep trouble. Has no jokes. Mystery person visiting the grave of Gwen Stacy. Of course, it's Ben Reilly, the clone. The mother, the real mother of Carrion, is able to convince Shriek, and she's taking the Carrion virus inside herself. This will be plot for Clone Saga in one point, as it was creation of Shakal, of course. Here again we have Ben Reilly. The letter from MJ is very, very sad. So here we are. The powers and responsibilities again, next chapter, as the spider takes the stage. Ashcan edition, we have here how it all began. Enemies of Spider-Man. Sketches. cool cover, not cover, but Marvel Holiday Special pin-up by Nick Napolitano. Swimsuit. So if you like me, the more adult version of Spider-Man, it was the final stage. It's great feelings, great strategy, coming back of parents of Peter Parker, Aunt May sick, so it's a really good album, probably the last 26, because next is the Clone Saga, and that was published in omnibus format, trade paperbacks, so probably this is the final, probably, Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection. And as you know, behind the coming back of parents is Harry Osborn, yeah? So I was checking where did I see any clues about that. Well, Amazing Spider-Man 369, Spider Slayer, Part 2, there was a bonus story. Here we have the bonus story. When Liz visited her husband in hospital, maybe not in hospital, but in prison, and she tells him about the coming back of Peter's parents, that Aunt May don't trust them, and as you can see, Harry is saying, how could they be coming back? They are dead. He cannot believe that, but he is in his goblin craziness. But take a look at the end here. His parents alive. Here he's still in goblin, and here his parents alive. Poor Peter. So probably it was the first sign that he is behind it all. So if you enjoy Peter Parker, Spider-Man, his wife Mary Jane, and the adult version, not the one with the kid spider or something like that, this is album that I really enjoy. Lifetheft Pursuit Shrieking. It's phenomenal for me storyline, the lines. So if you have a possibility, get it. It's really good. Additionally, you have the Hulk story, so the jury story. So I think you will find something for yourself. Really good album.